If you're wondering whether or not this game is worth your money, this is for you. Just skip to the last minutes of video if you want the TLDR. Let's start with the good and what this game does well. Your status within the world of Forever Winter is really fun. You're the nobody, the hobo who's barely scraping by and have to watch people with the tremendously more resources have all the crazy fun like piloting a mech and dominating a battlefield. You are the ultimate underdog, and pulling off the big kills with a full bag of loot and extracting successfully feels satisfying. The gameplay loop of dive into the shade of hell or another loot performed up to 3 optional objectives, and escaping is easy to jump right back into whether or not you successfully extracted from your previous mission. The game allows you to really hang out and get everything you want done in one mission, or short 3-minute speed runs of grabbing what you want or need and getting out. Being forced to stealth past platoons that will 100% dirt you without being spotted by them or other enemies will definitely get you to hold out your breath, as if making the slightest sound will result in the life ending. Mission animation rewards will guide you toward higher and higher level gameplay, rewarding you with better weapons, more money, etc. Now for the not great, not horrible, and potentially improved massively. Top of the list, if for not so great, is sound design. It's not the worst, but try and have a special awareness and make the choices based off audio is barely functional. A squad of 6 to 9 dudes jogging around the corner from you in a concentrate catacomb will sound dozens of feet away even though you're right about to be in the middle of their formation. Weapons at the distant rifle reports are only passively informative as to where a big fight has broken out. The sound of killing an enemy whether from a hit, headshot, a tall shot is always the same, which robs a lot of satisfaction from airing an enemy cranium. I'm secretly hoping this improves any game as develops in the further. Each character or class only somewhat feel different from the other one. It's basically just movement speed and weaponry you're allowed to use. The skills for each weapon amount to additional accuracy for the most part, which makes unnoticeable differences. So I made the heaviest and the smallest option because he can be used the strongest weapon and is able to increase his carry capacity in his skill tree. I'd accept the lower carry weight on others if I was allowed to use an SMG and a grenade launcher, or heavy rifle and pistol as examples. Just think this is a weak point at this stage of the game. Characters or classes are really need to more useful differences, especially since characters who cannot use heavy rifles hit the ceiling way earlier than those who can use them. The weapon variety is great. They mostly feel great even if the audio leaves something to be desired. Being able to lean left and right to pick around corners is almost great but needs more range to overcome the raw geometry. More on that in the horrible. Your support hand on several weapons obviously hasn't been focused yet. Some weapons like the M4 and the M4 Spectre basically need to be hip-fired since your support hand is completely obscuring your sight. But there is no reason to think this won't be fixed in the polished later. NPC mercenaries are a great concept that will likely be also part of the game later on, but for now they are mostly a waste of credits. As of now, we have no way to give the commands such as stand down or retreat, means once they get into the fight they're going to die unless you kill everyone aiming at them. So for now, there are temporary inventory space to die in the real unfortunate locations where you will be forced to abandon their loot more often than not. Used smart enough to figure it out another path around you. This is probably the single most immersion breaking aspect of the game. There will be times where you still no rhythm or reason to why a random Eroscan squad doesn't see you or all decide you've been offended their own sectors and must die as soon as possible. Lastly is the home base and upgrading your home base systems. You need to water to keep up from getting everything reset, which is too big a deal. You theoretically can save up 3 months of water and therefore wouldn't need to log in for 3 months without losing your base's upgrades. However, the upgrades don't seem to be working as of yet, since once you log out, your water storage upgrades will disappear and you cannot try to get them to work again. The crafting upgrade doesn't seem to work yet either, as no matter what you'll only be able to craft a single type of ammo, no other ammo types, and no weapons parts. Final thoughts. As of version 0.037673300, I think this game has a lot of potential. I actually think that there's one to plan on fulfilling that potential, especially since they didn't want to go in early access this early, but listened to their customers and released this early build for them to enjoy. In the current gaming ecosystem, I'm a sucker for devs that aren't adversarial with their customers. The game is definitely worth the money, there is plenty of fun to be had, and it's something you can do for 5 minutes of a couple of hours at a time. I personally think the positives outweigh the negatives, especially since nearly every negative thing I listed will likely dramatically improve as time goes on. The gameplay loop is a very truly great game. Most things feel great, and so long as you pick the character that can use heavy rifles, you should be able to experience everything the game has to throw at you.